Hey y'all, this is the MCC4, the Through Night MCC4, and this is what it charges. And right now I got a AA rechargeable, and I'm working on my 18650 batteries. All these three, is that three? These three and this one are charged, and those will be charged here in just within minutes. And I don't know how long this will take, but we'll see. Nothing's warm. It all is going great. And I've been having a conversation or reading, and got myself involved in a conversation on the last video I did about somebody saying that AA's rechargeable won't power certain electronic equipment, which, you know, I don't have anything that uses these, so I know the guy, so I'm sure he's not BSing or has any personal vendetta against AA rechargeables. But don't write off AA rechargeable batteries. They're good for a lot of things: flashlights, emergency radios. Like I say, I don't personally have anything that takes AA's as far as high-end electronics, but I have a lot of flashlights and a couple of emergency radios, and I know that AA rechargeables work in them. Well, this is about the Through Night charger, and I've used it enough to be really impressed with, number one, it tells you the amount of charge you have in your batteries, and I really like that. The other chargers I've had, it's just a guessing game. You stick batteries in there, and you don't know how depleted they were, which would be nice to know. Okay, here's two of them that are done. So let me put another AA in there. Well, there we go. And I think the difference is the rechargeable batteries, these AA's, are 1.2 volts. Well, obviously these say 1.3. But the store-bought batteries, the non-rechargeables, are 1.5 volts. And apparently that little bit of voltage difference is what keeps the higher-end camera type equipment from working. I wish I had something I could try this out in, but I don't. But you know, for flashlights, these things have more milliamp hours than the non-rechargeable. Actually, these are the cheap rechargeable batteries, and they're capable of, it says right on them, 2300. I don't know if that's viewable. 2300 milliamp hours. But they make them, you know, 2700, 3000 milliamp hours. You can spend more money and get longer lasting batteries. Well, anyway, this is the MCC4, and they call it 4 because, well, it has 4 slots here. And I've used it enough now where I'm really, I'm not going to throw away all my other chargers, but this is going to be the one I use exclusively. And I've had it about a month now, and I've used it a lot, so I'm happy with it. This company, Through Night, it is not it's a Chinese company, but it's a dude that started this company from scratch, from ground up, and took what he liked about other flashlights and rechargers, and you know, put all the good points in one flashlight. I mean, he gathered all the good things from all the good flashlights and put them all together. And I like the company. I like the fact that it's not state owned, it's privately owned. And wow, this is 1.4. What do you know? And it was just a guy that started it, got it off the ground, and turned it into a really big corporation. And you know, when you get something in your hand and you've had a cheap one, you can tell the difference when you get a good one in your hand. And that's what I say about flashlights. The ThruNite flashlights, just looking at them, they appear to be like all the other flashlights, you know. Uh, and I'm not going to call them low end because I don't have any problem with those other flashlights, none at all. But the ThruNite flashlights are top quality when you open them up, and the fact that they come so superbly packaged. And they actually have a couple of distribution centers here in the United States, so these don't always come right from China. They have Americans shipping them to you. I'm liking this. And this is just, I've got all these batteries here charged up in just a matter of a couple of minutes. And this battery, this is a low milliamp hour battery, 2800. I think these are, let's see, what are they? 3000 milliamp hours. So, anyway, I thought I'd give you a little update on this MCC-4 ThruNite charger. I like it. And I'm not becoming a shill for ThruNite products. I have one more flashlight that I'm going to review, and then that's it for the reviews for me. I'll tell you the truth, I have a lot of people, companies, contacting me, asking me to review stuff. And I've only done it twice. And one time was the Silverfire products, Silverfire rocket stoves and the Silverfire Hunter wood gas stove, because I could tell it was superior quality, and I was actually surprised to find out it was made in China. So, and this here. And I'm not going to let my channel turn into the review channel so I can get free crap, which I'm afraid there's a lot of people that will review positively anything that comes their way. And I can't get my fat fingers down in here. There we go. Just so they can get free crap. And I'm not doing that. Which is why I turn down so much stuff, because I don't want to just review stuff and it's crap. Because I'm going to be honest about what I think of it. And I'm not saying I'm never going to review anything else. But I'm saying if I do review stuff, it's stuff that I think is well made and that you might be interested in. Well, that's it for this. This is working out real well. Thanks for watching. A couple more things that I didn't mention. These are ThruNite batteries. And they are 3,400 milliamp hours. And the Ultrafires are 3,000. And right now, there's been a lot of talk about the Ultrafires being, there's like a scam going on. What they're doing is they're taking old recycled laptop batteries, and they're taking these batteries out of them that are already used and wrapping them in an Ultrafire wrapper and shipping them back to the United States. So be careful where you buy your Ultrafire 18650s. And just Google that if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's and there's supposed to be some kind of protection circuitry in these, and people are taking them apart, and there's no protection circuitry in them. So buyer beware. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the conversations I have with people in the comment section. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not replying correctly, because it sure seems like there's some people that take my comments wrong. And I'll give you an example. I've been friends with this guy. I'm not going to mention his name. He'll know who he is. For a long time. And I've been just going along, you know, through life thinking we're good friends and there's no bad blood or animosity between us. And then all of a sudden I get an email talking about how I don't like to be contradicted or I answer his questions wrong and I haven't talked to him in a long time. Well, I don't really comment on videos that, I don't want to be mean, but, I'm subscribed to a lot of people, but I have kind of a narrow field of interest. And I don't comment on videos that don't hold any interest to me. So maybe that's what he meant. But it came to me as a real shock that he thought there was this problem between us, and I'm going along through life thinking we're good friends. And I still don't know what to think of it. I don't know what I said or did. But I'm going to try to be more careful in my comments, not to give the impression that I have a problem with somebody who has an opposing viewpoint. Like, I'll tell you, the guy that I'm talking to is William Todd. This is not the guy that I'm having this, surprising. This is not that guy. Today I'm just having a conversation about these AA batteries on the rechargeables with William Todd, and I learned some things about batteries, and he shared some things, and I hope I put my comments in there so as not to give the impression that I'm argumentative. But maybe I need to try a little harder not to come off that way if I am. And to the guy who thinks that we had problems, man, I'm real sorry. I'm still blown away at how naive I am, thinking there was no bad blood between us and we were still friends. And then all of a sudden I realized that you've been thinking for a while that there's something wrong between us. So anyway, I don't want to be a soap opera, but that's still got my brain turning. I'm totally baffled. But anyway, I just wanted to give you the heads up about the ultrafire batteries. These are older ultrafire batteries, and this scam is kind of a relatively new thing. So I don't think I've got any bad batteries here. But if I buy more, they're definitely going to be the ThruNite, because these are handled by them from start to finish. So I feel, plus they've got more milliamp hours. So these are the ones I'm going to be going with from now on. All right, I'm done with this video. Thanks again.
John, watch the snow. Where's your toy?
Get that toy.
Go show Dad your toy. No, go show Dad. Go show Dad your toy. Is that your toy? Gimme. Gimme. Go show Dad. Why is that funny? Why is that funny? Get her to look at you. Her eyes, and she'll look at you and then goes,
Lucy Bell. Is that your toy? Is that your toy?
That's mine. Okay, here we go.
Okay.